dobbiamo rivedere quindi il nostro modo di pensare alle risorse.
I think we have to reconceptualize everything that is a legacy of a mechanistic worldview and industrial system of production. The industrial system of production is based on fossil fuels. That's what industrialism is about. It hides the high cost of production in agriculture. You need 10 units of energy put into an industrial agriculture system to get 1 unit of food out of it. No system can sustain itself. That's why the non-sustainability of industrial farming. But the productivity calculus, which keeps saying we're producing more food, is with respect to an input. Productivity is output per unit input. In terms of output, biodiversity is not being counted. All the wonderful plants around us, which are wild, uncultivated, but they're food, their destruction is not counted. Biodiversity in our fields is not counted. Monocultures are counted, but monocultures are counted in terms of how much commodity do they produce. So you lose the output of diversity, and in terms of input, the only thing that's counted is labor. Now, labor is not an input. Human beings are autonomous, creative beings. They are not a raw material into a process. They create, but they create throughout an ecological process. And I increasingly say, creative work and meaningful work is an outcome of a good agriculture system, just as much as fertile soils can't be reduced to dead matter, can't be reduced to land as an input. Fertile soils, biodiversity, water, atmosphere, reducing greenhouse gases are all outcomes of a good system. So we've got to get rid of 2 big myths of industrial farming. One that goes with the larger structure of capitalist industrialism, which is capital creates, nature and people are dead. No. Nature and people are creative. They can't be reduced to land and labor. We are not just labor sold to somebody else. We are ultimate creative beings as part of a creative universe. And land is not a commodity. Our labor is not a commodity. Land is all of nature's potential in all her diversity. Capital, in fact, doesn't create anything. And it's interesting to give this mysterious power to money. Money was replaced by the word capital. And capital, of course, has Latin roots. It meant caput. But in those days, it was the real goats in the farm. It was the real heads of cattle, the real heads of chicken. It was head, the heads of animals that you own. Now, money has been made capital, a mysterious creative force, and those who own it can own all of the earth and take away life and creativity from people and the earth. That's the shift we need to make, because those false constructions that have then led to other constructions like corporations having intellectual property rights when they steal from nature or people, those constructions are now really destroying the planet and destroying human life. They have become ecocidal and genocidal. So if you have to escape from that ecocide and genocide, we have to revisit these categories which are made to look like they're rock on the ground. They are Moses's, 10 commandments carried on stone. No, they're fictions created out of perverse minds.